Hey, Jane, pick up! What the hell is going on? I get back from work to find some divorce papers on the table, and all of yours and Olivia's belongings are gone! Explain yourself!
Stop it. The notifications are annoying me.
Jane, what's going on? What led to you wanting to divorce me?
I can't take being with you anymore, so we're getting a divorce.
What?
I said I can't take being with you anymore. Can you read English?
No, not that. Your explanation really doesn't tell me much. Tell me why. I want to know why exactly you can't take being with me anymore.
Oh, come on. Do you really have no idea? The fact you can't give me a straight answer tells me that you don't know why. Family discord.
Fine. I'm just gonna come out and say it. But if you insist on having this out, I think it's you and Olivia who are at fault, not me.
What?
I'm the breadwinner in this house. I work all the time because all I want is to provide a normal household for you and her. But in spite of that, how long has it been now? What was it, like 6 years ago? You started bad-mouthing me all of a sudden for no reason, and eventually even Olivia started following suit. She calls me an old man, a cringe lord, she says I stink. Basically, she says whatever she wants to me, and you never do anything about it.
Well, you are getting old, so it can't be helped, can it?
She even cuts up my ties and suits and tosses them in the garbage. I suppose that can't be helped either? She sprays deodorant in my face for crying out loud. To think she treats someone who's supposed to be her dad like that, no matter how much you try and downplay it as, oh, it's just puberty or a rebellious phase, it's too far. What's worse, far from just turning a blind eye, you just stand there laughing and actively encourage it. Isn't it a mother's job to punish that kind of behavior?
Olivia's already in her 3rd year of middle school. She's got her high school entrance exams coming up soon. I don't want to do anything that could cause her unnecessary stress and make her studies difficult. You, on the other hand, completely ignore her feelings and try to play the part of a doting father.
Play the part?
You do things like try to curry favor with us by buying us cakes, or spend excessive amounts of time doing housework. And finally you summon us to the living room for weird family meetings. To tell you the truth, you're really annoying.
Annoying? If the two of you would actually give me a proper explanation as to why you're so cruel to me all the time, I wouldn't have to constantly walk around on eggshells and fumble around in the dark for answers. No matter what I do, the two of you do nothing but hurl abuse at me. Is it so strange that I want to try and make things better somehow? The reason I suggested those meetings was so we could all sit together and discuss things properly, as a family.
Yes, and I'm saying it's annoying. Anyway, putting how I feel about you aside, if you don't understand how to keep an appropriate distance from Olivia, I wanted you to at least to accept your ignorance and leave her alone.
What the?
I'm bored of this discussion now. The point is, me and you are getting a divorce.
Where are you now? Didn't you say you don't have any family to rely on? Are you sure you're gonna be okay?
Shut up! Don't bother trying to get an address out of me because you won't get one.
No, I'm genuinely worried.
Goodbye.
Hey, old man. Are you still alive? You didn't kick the bucket already, did you?
Olivia, are you with your mother?
What does that have to do with you?
I'm worried about you. I heard Mom quit her part-time job. I also heard she's been estranged from her family since way back and hasn't spoken to any of them in years. Can the two of you really get by when she doesn't have anyone she can rely on? Huh?
Lol, I laughed in real life and accidentally typed it into a message.
What are you talking about?
Mom told me not to tell you anything, so, basically, I'm not telling you anything.
Olivia, show some respect!
Oh, do make sure you keep up with my child support payments, though. I have a future to think about, you know. I plan on going to a private high school, and that's going to cost money. Including my pocket money, I expect at least $750 a month from you. You know my bank details, right?
No, I need to discuss this with your mother first.
Anyway, I got nothing more to say to you, so bye, cringy old man.
Stop that, Olivia!
Steve, do you have a minute?
Hey, Mom. What's up?
It might take some time. Is now good for you?
Sure. I'm on the train right now, so I can send normal messages. What's up?
Well, you see, the thing is, Olivia came over to my house.
Huh? Olivia?
She turned up all of a sudden with a huge suitcase. She announced she'd be living with me because her mom's annoying.
What the heck? It's been like 7 years since you last saw Olivia, right? Ever since then, I've been the only one visiting you.
Right. I didn't even realize who it was at first, with her hair being blonde now.
Blonde? Oh, she must have dyed it when she left the house. What else did she say?
She did nothing but storm around in a huff, making nonsensical complaints about how the world's against her. You know, usual teenage stuff. I'm pretty sure her and Jane had some kind of fight, though.
I see.
You said yours and Jane's divorce was already finalized, right? And it was Jane who took custody of Mimi?
That's right. I had no intention of fighting her over it. Olivia had no interest in me being her dad to begin with. Far from it, she was hateful all the time, constantly calling me things like cringy and stinky. She made my life hell.
She does know I'm your mother, doesn't she? I'm hardly going to look favorably on anyone who treats my son like that. I wonder if she even realizes.
I guess she just has nowhere else to go. I think you already know this, but Jane's totally estranged from her family and relatives. They haven't spoken in years. That's why Olivia doesn't know any of her relatives on her mom's side.
Does that mean she hasn't even met her other grandparents?
That's right.
I wonder what happened between her and Jane, though. I know she has nowhere else to go, but even still, I can't believe she'd show up at my house of all places.
Here's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna let Jane know Olivia's with you.
Oh? Are you still in contact with her?
I'm still able to get messages to her through the lawyer who represented me through the divorce. I don't have custody of her anymore. So the thing is, we're basically strangers now, which is why even while it may be what Olivia thinks she wants right now, if we let her stay at your place without telling her mom, we could end up being accused of kidnapping if we're not careful.
You do have a point. It does pain me to ask you to do this, but I do think it's best you get in touch with Jane. Would you mind?
Okay. I'll get back to you when I've made the arrangements for her to be picked up.
Got it. Thank you, Steve.
Hey, it's me, Olivia. Reply to me now. I said reply now.
What?
Your replies are slow.
I just got off from work. What do you want? I'm not allowed to use my phone while I'm working.
Is that really the sort of thing you say when your beloved daughter is in a pinch?
You're not beloved, and you're certainly not my... Ugh. What do you want?
You make me so mad. How about you just listen to me for once? I can't stand you. Look, it's Mom. She invited her new boyfriend to live with us at the house. They're always making out even in front of me. It's so gross. It's like she forgot she has a daughter in middle school to take care of. I couldn't stand living with them anymore, so I've been staying with Grandma the last few days. But then, yesterday Mom showed up, lost her temper and yelled at me, then dragged me back to the house. I'm so mad I could scream! She's the worst! I hate her! That's why I ran away, and she'll never find me this time.
Ugh. Anyway, what do you want? Why are you telling me this?
Oh, well, I'm gonna head back to your place now.
What?
You and Mom are already divorced and all, which means you're probably gonna start fighting over custody for me soon, right? So here's what I'm thinking. I'm willing to tell the court that you're the one I want to look after me.
No. Listen, Olivia. It'd be really inconvenient to have you living with me again.
Well, you saying it'd be inconvenient for you is really inconvenient for me. Lol. I'll be arriving there in about an hour, so see you soon. I bet you can't wait for another opportunity to get along with your daughter.
My daughter?
It's your duty as my dad to look after me.
I see. I take it your mom still hasn't told you then.
Huh? Oh, wait. Do you mean you guys already fought over custody for me and you won?
Wrong.
Well, what then?
To tell you the truth, I don't really feel like I should be the one telling you this.
Telling me what? Spit it out! Stop acting so self-important and tell me!
Olivia,
What? Stop screwing around and just tell me!
you're not my daughter.
What? I'm not your real daughter?
Your mother and I got married when you were 2 years old. Basically, I'm not your real dad.
What?
Your mom and I did plan on telling you this once you got a little older, when we thought you'd be able to understand it better. but we divorced before we made it that far.
Huh? What? Hold up, hold up! Who's gonna take custody of me then?
Right, about that. I'm sorry, Olivia, but I didn't technically even adopt you in the first place. Which means that now that your mom and I are divorced, you and I are both legally speaking and in actual fact, complete strangers.
Oh my god! Where does that leave me then? What am I meant to do now? You spring this on me now when I'm already on my way to your house? I'll be arriving soon! Ugh!
I don't live at that house anymore.
What?
I got promoted to a new role and transferred to a company branch in the city, so I moved out the other day.
That's fine. I'll live with you at your new place then.
Sorry, but this is a dormitory exclusively for guys living on their own, provided by the company, and kids are most definitely not allowed, so that won't be possible.
Well, move Samurai, I'll be able to live with you then. No matter what might have happened between us, we still lived together for 13 whole years. Blood relation or not, I'm your daughter.
Oh, really? Did you forget all about that letter you left behind?
Oh my god, no I didn't!
I found it in a drawer while I was getting my things together. You made it abundantly clear that we're total strangers now, huh? I mean, it's not like you're wrong. We really are strangers, so I don't actually care. Why would I look after or provide for a complete stranger in any way, shape, or form? It just doesn't make sense.
No, wait! That was just... I wrote that as a joke! I didn't mean it!
You're 15 years old, Olivia. It's about time you learned to take responsibility for the things you say.
But... no, please!
Besides, the new dad you were so happily boasting about in that poisonous letter of yours is Mom's new boyfriend, who you were just complaining about, right? I figured it out ages ago. Taking the time I found the letter and our divorce date into consideration, I can only conclude your mom must have been seeing him behind my back while we were still married.
Oh, no.
Which means I'll be talking this through with my lawyer and suing your mother and lover boy for as much as I possibly can. There's no doubt about it. Large amounts of money will be changing hands, and since she was hardly rich to begin with, it's not unreasonable to assume there will be a big knock on events on your life from here on out. I hope you're prepared, Olivia. Things are about to get a hell of a lot more difficult than they've been for you until now.
Dad!
It's been a while since I've heard you say that word.
Please!
Too little, too late. Goodbye. Olivia reluctantly went back to live with her mom and her boyfriend, but their finances took a catastrophic hit when I took them to court, and they were forced to pay compensation for their affair. When Jane's boyfriend heard I found out about the affair through Olivia, he ended the relationship, packed his things, and left immediately. Mother-daughter relations hit an all-time low, and things became so tense and stormy that Olivia was banned from registering for her high school entrance exams. My mom told me Olivia showed up at her house again and begged her once more to take her in, but with a stern exclamation of, "I am not your grandmother," she was sent back on her sorry way. Apparently she never went back to her mom's house, and I have no idea where she is or how she's getting by these days. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the story of how the lives of my abusive ex-wife and her toxic brat of a daughter hit rock bottom. It might seem a bit heartless of me, but to tell you the truth, I'm super relieved about being able to live on my own again.